What up, y'all? What up, y'all? You know, when I was asked to accept this award, I thought they made a mistake or something like that. I automatically started to downplay myself. I was like, man, maybe Jesse Williams wasn't available or whatever. It didn't matter. It didn't matter. All that I knew was that Andre hit me up and asked me to accept an award. I don't win awards like that. So I was like, all right, cool. You know, forgive me, someone was just up here speaking and I wasn't looking, but I heard you talking about imagination and how important imagination is for innovation. And I want to thank you for that because that's a good setup to what I'm about to say. See, the imagination is important. It's important because it informs our creativity. Let me put this to the side real quick so I can use my hands and stuff. Because, you know, I'm from Houston, so, you know, we be talking and stuff. H-Town, who said that? Hey, what's up? H-Town in the house. Oh, H-Town in the house. Listen, when I moved here from Houston many years ago, I had a huge imagination. And imagination is important because it informs our creativity. It informs our self-esteem, who we are, who we think we are, our ego, our gossip, how we interpret information, and what we believe to be possible, our culture. Oppressive people and systems target our imagination because they know how powerful it is and how powerful a tool it is. They target our imagination by fighting to control our culture. They exploit our art, our hairstyles, our music, our fashion, spread false narratives, and attack our spirituality and our safe spaces where we foster and nurture that imagination that births and feeds our culture. Yet, we continue to create, and they continue to attack. They know the real revolution is not a physical one. That's why there is no revolution without art. There is no revolution without imagination. And as artists, creatives, creators, we have a duty to unleash and create environments that encourage the imagination that inspires us to build a better world, a better, more liberated and healthy world. I want to dedicate this award to three of the Black women that fostered that safe space, created that environment for my imagination to thrive. They on this side of the room, so if I keep saying y'all, it's because I'm talking about them, and I'm talking to them. Y'all created a radically unique culture around me that was the crucible that melded and grounded my imagination with my values, with good values based in liberation. See, a month before I started living in my car after I lost everything when I got to LA, within a month, I set everything up. I had this big imagination I was gonna take over the world, own a studio and be tri-coastal, whatever we could do, you know what I'm saying? And then within a month, I lost my job. I lost the agent that I had. I lost the place that I lived. I got kicked out of the place that I lived. A month before, I met Marilyn Bobian, a Black woman. And I heard she used to, almost broke my award, but you see these reflexes, you know what I'm saying? Put that right back down and keep it moving, you feel me? You see, I heard she used to produce Moesha, and I thought she was gonna put me in a movie. She put me in church, a safe space for my spirituality. She taught me how to pray fiercely, be super intentional in building community based in good values. It was here that I first heard and learned and understood a bad seed produces a bad tree and produces bad fruit. A good seed can't produce good fruit. A bad seed cannot produce good fruit. So bad trees need to be uprooted and good seeds must be planted. This became the basis of my abolitionist views. A system that starts with a bad seed will always operate as a bad seed and produce bad fruit. So it needs to be uprooted and good seeds must be planted. Marilyn introduced me to Mama. Mama was in her late 80s, and she created a safe home base for me when I was kicked out. Created a safe base for me in South LA for the first 5 years of my life here. Mama is not here. We were just talking about her. And we didn't ever get to necessarily honor her in the way that we should, so I'm doing that today. We didn't get to have a funeral and such, right? But she took care of me. She taught me how to care for people. She took care of me, and I did my best to surround her with care up until she passed. Famata Kamara, as a young black assistant at a big agency, you took a lot of risk advocating for me with these white folks. You know, I always had something to say. They wanted to drop me because I wasn't making no money. I was turning down jobs. I was like, I can't do this. So many people said things that discouraged me, but you advocated for me, and you taught me how to advocate for people. While I'm sure it didn't seem like a big deal or a radical thing to you or y'all at the time, I hope now you can see the ripple effects of your radical care. And I pray that it makes you stand taller and prouder, understanding the impact you had on me. Y'all taught me that the revolution is a war of values. Y'all taught me how to be accountable to those values by building community rooted in those values. When I first got to LA, I was nervous to speak up because people warned me it would affect my career or worse. Now I speak and move boldly because I'm confident in my values and my purpose. See, loving and being loved by my community in LA showed me how to love my community back home in a bold way. I fall deeper in love in Houston and Mo City every single time. We are taught to be ashamed of the things that make us us. They attack our imagination. I've always loved the slow drawl, the flaws, the y'alls, the grills, the food, the chopped and screwed, the blackness, the hood shit, the country shit. No matter how much foolishness tempts me to disown or conform, our love should be radical, healing, restorative, generative, responsible, and accountable. So I'm gonna leave y'all with this. Because we still have a lot of fighting to do, but we can be a lot less exhausted if everyone plays their part. I'll leave y'all with this. I was in a conversation with someone and they brought up Beto O'Rourke, Governor Hopeful in Texas, trying to flip Texas, right? Confronting Governor Abbott. I got some things to say, but I'm gonna keep it clean because Maryland's in the audience. Somebody said that it took courage that he walked into the lion's den. And this radical Latina woman next to me, she was like, that wasn't the lion's den, it was a family reunion. And that's what white people need to be doing every day because it's their folks holding us in this harmful pattern. Now, I like her perspective. I'm gonna challenge that and extend that to us. We gotta check our family reunions. You know what I'm saying? Our accountability is through family. So let's all dedicate our work to fostering those healthy environments for our imagination to thrive so that the revolution can continue. Let's practice healthy accountability in our family reunions and see what impact we have here first. I appreciate y'all and thank y'all for this award. Bless y'all. Thank you so much. I love y'all.